Battlefield 3's Aftermath DLC is impossible to play on rush mode right now in a proper unglitched server. As you see here, all the servers are glitched from EA and DICE. There's a server glitch that happens in between transitions from a live to a dead server, and that's got those servers glitched, and the only way to fix it is by switching the map rotation and switching it back and twiddling and messing around with it, because DICE has never fixed the glitches from back in the day. They should have gave it the Battlefield 4 treatment. Stuff like the server glitches is a glaring issue on Battlefield 3's endgame legacy, and that's a slight negative, so I wanted to draw that to attention and see if maybe we could get some public support going and seeing if maybe DICE and EA will fix this, because it sucks because you literally cannot play rush mode properly from that DLC. So if you buy it, the only way to play it is by renting a server, which brings me to my next topic. Back in the day when microtransactions were in their infancy, Battlefield 3 had another way of doing microtransactions. It was called rent a server, and now looking back in hindsight, I learned that me and HFB Stormtrooper are whales because we keep renting servers and over again because we love it. And this is an interesting conversation. And nobody had beef with rent a servers back in the day, because you got a good experience out of it. That shows that microtransactions can affect gameplay experiences if it helps everybody in general as a community. So microtransactions can be used for good. It's always interesting to see and talk about what could have been, because 5 years ago Battlefield 3 had people renting servers. They're still doing it. Like right now, people are still spending good money on Battlefield 3 rent servers to play interesting and new dynamic experiences in Battlefield 3. People pay money for experiences. In 2017, microtransactions are being built around loot boxes, but back in 2012, DICE perfected it with servers. This is something that they're even going away from in their casual games like Star Wars Battlefront. If the game's going to be as diverse as it claims to be, then custom servers would fit that perfectly. But since the first one didn't have rent servers, and I don't think the second one's going to have rent servers, that's not going to be a good sign that they're putting an emphasis on loot boxes. Without Call of Duty World War II doesn't deserve its own fleshed out video, so I got the most played games list on Xbox One. Assassin's Creed Origins is really the only interesting thing about this. It's still staying strong at number 11. And meanwhile on PC, it's got 25,000 players in its active player base, which I would say is about on par with the Xbox One, so that's very weird to see them pretty much the exact same number of people playing them at the same time. So I guess the sales figures for the PC and the Xbox should match up. So Assassin's Creed Origins would be, we could do some estimation and say that Assassin's Creed Origins is probably at 1 million in sales right now or so. It's doing really well, and the holiday season hasn't even hit yet, where it's on sale for $35 at Target. Shout out to my other video, you should watch that, my Gamer's Guide to Black Friday Target ad. So if you're interested in that game, there is that. Boom. And in comparison, we got Shadow of War on Steam Spy, which only has 10,000 people in its peak hours. It is a little bit older, and the owners for Shadow of War on PC is at 500,000. So that game's probably sold like 1.5 million at least. So that's doing really good in sales actually. It just doesn't peak out as well because I guess you have to devote a certain amount of time to playing it. So people have bought it but don't have the time to play it to commit to it. Such as myself, I've been busy working and just haven't got back into it because that game is kind of a time sink. So I would say that Shadow of War is more of a time sink, and I guess Assassin's Creed hopefully is a better take on its formula and got it nailed down, because it's doing really well in sales, so I assume there's some reason to play it. So I'll have to look into it at some point and let my thoughts and maybe play it. So in the arena of Battle Royale games, Fortnite hit 20 million players, and PUBG also hit 20 million players slightly after. Once again, it's the difference between console and PC. They both had the same amount of players, but Fortnite did it a lot quicker because it's on consoles, while on PC, it's still going strong. So PC community is going to play your game and stay with it and keep growing it, and console players are more hot trendy players and will come to a game real quickly if it's trendy. It's very interesting to see how this stuff happened. It started out on PC, and then it got casualized and taken over to console. It's a very interesting storyline in 2017 that I wanted everybody to pay very close attention to from here on out, especially when it comes to console. This is an interesting developing story. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section as far as Fortnite and PUBG, and do you even care? But I care, so that's why I'm talking about it. Boom! They say your boy don't PTFO. I've always kind of taken that to heart now, and in my return to Battlefield 3, I've come out with a vengeance, PTFOing as much as I can, taking over every objective, making them mine. It's made the game a lot more fun, and I find myself actually wanting to play the objective, and I also find myself wanting to talk about the gameplay, because I noticed that from watching some old In The Works media videos, because I've been getting back into Battlefield 3, just full-on theme-wise. I'm even watching it on YouTube. It's awesome. He used to talk about his gameplay a lot, because the gameplay is a story that's going on. Every Battlefield match, there's seemingly something going on interesting to talk about, and everybody wants to talk about the experiences they had while playing. The immersion for this game is so good. The game mode is so gripping and compelling. The maps, everything just culminates perfectly together that it makes a game that's just worth talking about and experiencing and enjoying and just consuming you. And that's the best thing about Battlefield 3. And all of this kind of pertains to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I got that same exact feeling from Star Wars Battlefront 2. So I'm going to be covering Star Wars Battlefront 2 on this channel. So if you like this video, everything was in the video. This video started out being one idea and it became all the ideas. Let me know your thoughts on this style of the format, that's for sure, if this is too much going on for some of you. And then finally, Kenny left a comment in response to my building droppings. So in my reply, here's another clip for you, buddy. Ah! What up, though?